Courtney and Rick from Back to the Passport, and we're going to be embarking on a new adventure soon, and we are going to need to be really good about our packing, especially if we want to bring anything home with us, and knowing me, we'll definitely be bringing souvenirs back. But luckily, this isn't our first rodeo. We recently did a 2-week trip to Europe, both of us with carry-ons and what you had a backpack. I had that little weekender bag. So we are pretty good at packing. So to that end, we're going to be sharing our top 10 packing tips today. So coming in at number 10, we have color code your outfits. So this is an easy hack that I've picked up along the way, and it just helps me color coordinate my outfits so I can make sure that everything that I'm bringing can be paired and mixed and matched among each other. So whether it's like a black and white aesthetic, or if I'm going for neutrals, or my color is going to be pink or blue or purple on the trip, whatever it is, I make sure that all my clothes can go together. So this also really plays into being able to rewear certain outfits, which we will talk about later, but it just makes it a lot easier to pair things and not worry about having to overpack outfits because you're sticking with a color theme. By sticking to one color theme, I found that I also bring fewer shoes, as I don't need my bright pink heels to match my bright pink dress, as it doesn't fit my color scheme for that trip. So it just makes things a lot easier to already know what you're bringing, and again, just making sure that everything goes together.
All right, coming in next at number 9, use packing cubes. So I started using these years ago, and I love them. I can't travel without them. Mm-hmm. So if you don't know what they are, they're different size little zipper pouches that you can pack. It's basically packing inside of packing. Mm-hmm. So, I have one that I keep all my socks in, one that I keep all my shorts in. Like, I like to separate mine like that. And then it just makes packing and unpacking super easy, because you just pack the cubes and just put the cubes in your luggage, and then when you're at the hotel looking for something and I know, okay, I need a shirt, I know which cube it's in, I just get that one out, so you don't have to tear everything out of your bag. This makes it a lot easier, a lot more manageable.
And we have a friend that said she did not believe us that packing cubes can make a difference, and then she tried it and she became a converter. So
Yep.
They work really nicely. So to that end, with the packing cubes, we've also found that rolling versus folding your clothes can really make a difference, and it really maximizes that space even inside your packing cube and not just your suitcase. I will say this does come with some caveats, as I do not roll my jeans or big bulky sweaters, as I feel they end up taking a lot more room when they are rolled, but t-shirts, shorts, dresses, skirts, all of that gets rolled up and packed nice and tight inside my packing cube.
Yeah, I roll some of my clothes too. I actually don't roll my t-shirts because I feel like they get wrinkled. I might be doing it. I mean, I'm likely doing it wrong. But yeah, I'll roll my socks and underwear and things like that. Even my pants. Yeah. You don't roll your jeans. I would roll my jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes them so big.
To each their own. All right. Next at number 7, we've got use all your available space. So some examples of this is whenever I pack shoes, I'll pack socks inside my shoes. Or if I'm somewhere dressy, I'm taking ties and dress shoes. Same thing. I'll roll my ties up, put them in my dress shoes, so we don't have that wasted space. And that's, I guess that's another good way to put it, is don't have any wasted space in your bags. Use all the pockets that you have, the little nooks and crannies. Pack stuff in wherever you can. I think we both will pack sandals and I pack them in the laptop compartment of my backpack, and you do in one of your suitcases. So get crafty with it, with things like that as well. Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 6. This is one I actually used very recently on our flight back from Dublin. Wear your heaviest clothes. So like I said, coming home from Dublin, I had on a t-shirt, a sweater, my new Ireland sweatshirt, and a coat, so I did not have to pack all those things in my bag and was able to fit in all the other souvenirs that I picked up along the way on that trip. I was quite cozy, but it was very much worth it to have saved that room in my suitcase, not be lugging around a bag that weighs 100 pounds, and just making sure that I had everything with me.
All right, up next at number 5, be creative with your suitcase choices. Basically use the right suitcase for the trip. Yep. So we both like to carry on as much as possible. So I have a bag that it like unrolls, folds flat, and it's like a garment bag. I can put a suit in, and then it like zips up into a normal like duffel bag.
That's a cool
So
bag.
yeah, so instead of taking a duffel bag and like a garment bag, it's all in one. And I have other like weekender bags, you know, that's just for like little quick trips here and there. I'm not gonna take big roller bags in cases like that.
I'm sure we'll be busting out the weekenders for our little weekend in Arizona.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, coming in at number 4 is pack multi-purpose clothing or accessories. So 2 of my favorite things that I've found, especially for travel, are clothes and shoes that are ideal for travel because they double up and do double duty. So the first one is the Brahmies by the Classy Network, which I don't really like that name, but it's not my business. But these are shirts with built-in bras, so then I don't have to pack a strapless bra for those types of shirts, especially if they're like off the shoulder. It just helps maximize my space because these shirts already have the bra built in. I also really enjoy the cambiami sandals, which literally translates to change me in Italian, but these are sandals that come with removable straps. Kind of goes against my first point actually, but if you can't stick to a color scheme, you can get the cambiamis to mix and match your shoes to your outfits without packing another pair of shoes. So you get the base sandal that can either be a flat or a wedge, and then you can buy a bunch of straps that are so small, so they're super easy to pack. So then you can bring your hot pink straps, your blue straps, your black leather straps, what have you, to match the clothes that you did bring, again, without having to pack 6 more pairs of shoes.
Next at number 3, plan to rewear your outfits. So I used to be very bad about this. I would be the type of person that I would, you know, however many days we were there, I was taking that many different outfits because I didn't like to rewear things until we went to Europe in 2018. That was my first like long trip. And so I rewore some shirts, rewore some pants. And in the same vein, it's like you can get crafty with your outfits, like what you said earlier. Like I can wear this shirt with, you know, one pair of shorts or a pair of pants, and like they'll feel like different outfits.
Yep.
But you can rewear things and conserve
no one
space.
knows.
Yeah, no one knows. That's the thing. Unless you smell, which, you know, take your deodorant as well.
Or a little Tide Pod and do some laundry on the go. But.
Right. Oh yeah, that's the biggest fear is you get something dirty and then you can't wear it, rewear it. Yeah. Ooh, but.
Well, I mean, again, like your underwear, you can just flip it inside out, see what it looks like.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay.
It's such a good packing hack, though.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on. All right, coming in at number 2, we have leave room for souvenirs. So I will say I like to come home with a lot of souvenirs, and luckily we have started changing the way that we do buy our souvenirs. We buy things that we're actually using around the house. So like I've started getting tea towels, which also pack very nicely. We get wine stoppers, you get magnets, so those are super easy to shove in the nooks and crannies of our suitcases. When I was young and dumb, I once came home with a whole ass stein from Germany, and from one of the other ideas we had on this list, I was able to shove all like my socks, and I think I even put maybe some like underwear or something in there just to save room and be able to bring that piece home with me. And again, we've been able to do Europe. I've at least done Europe now twice, just bringing a carry-on by following some of these tips in this video. All right, coming in at number 1.
Plan to come home with less. And some of the examples of this is like, you know, taking shampoo or, you know, soaps that will break down that you don't have to bring back. You can take, actually, I don't do this, but I know some people that probably should. You can take old clothes that you can just toss when you're done, like ratty t-shirts, holy socks, or anything that you're comfortable not coming home with. So.
I mean, I've done it a few times. I mean, you make fun of my holy socks, but then I'll just take them on a vacation and then not plan to come home with them. I can buy more souvenirs.
We'll see when that happens. Yeah.
I've done that before. I did it before we were together. I took a pair of PJs once and left them behind.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I'm proud of you.
You should be. All right. That wraps up our top 10 packing tips Please feel free to leave your travel tips in the comments below. Otherwise, check out our blog at backtothepassport.com for more travel content. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Ciao.
Ciao.